Ladies and gentlemen of the Action Army, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of Road to 43, where I take you through my journey to getting back to a 43-inch vertical jump like I had at 23 years old. What's the difference? Now I'm a decade older, 33 years old, trying to get back to our highest vertical jump ever. Am I delusional? Quite possibly. However, I think we can do it. So today, I just want to give a 1 month recap, talk about the first month, what went well, what didn't go well, just a quick summary on that. And I got a lot of people asking about what's my body fat, how much weight did I lose in the first month, because that is a big factor. And I'll talk about that today. I want to talk about my goals, my plan for month 2. So yeah. Let's get it. Also, if anybody noticed, this is very important. I put my socks and shoes on. Sock, shoe. And I rock 2 pairs of sweatpants at the same time. And I rock Crocs with no socks. Why? I'm a goblin. Huh? I'm a goblin. As my kids would say. What do you mean by that, Coach Nate? Lil Wayne? Okay, you're a goon. What's a goon to a goblin? Yeah. Some of that, it might have went over your heads. Some of you might understand the reference. But I started doing this a long time ago just to be different. And it either makes me different or a psychopath. This is how low we have stooped. A 10-pound plate on the single leg knee extension isometric, which isn't much of an extension, of course. I'm trying to rehab my quad tendon, but that's what I don't want to do right now is talk about how much my knee hurts, because I've yapped about that quite a lot over the past couple videos. But what I want to do today is just give you a quick recap of what went well, what went wrong, in that very, very, very brief. I'm talking like 45 seconds of what went well, what went wrong in that first month of me trying to get a 43-inch vertical jump. And then I want to talk about my future plans and what I plan to do from here on out. So I felt like my first 20 days of the challenge, right? I'm doing this main channel challenge where I try to dunk a basketball in 30 days. Day 20 is where I actually dunked on 10 feet on the flimsy hoop for the first time. And that is when I actually felt the best. That is when I was jumping my highest. Everything looked good. It looked like I was definitely going to get a dunk in 30 days. But then, after that, I think the next Monday after that, or the next time that I jumped, I flared up my right quad tendon. And then it went downhill from there. Like, I tried to, do isometrics, rehab my tendon, but like, it doesn't happen that fast. You can't just snap your fingers and fix your tendons. Like tendinopathy, it's a pathology, it's a continuum. So flaring that up, I understood that, okay, my knee feels better with these isos, but as soon as I go jump again, and as soon as I do max intensity again, my knee is going to hurt, which let me just rant for 1 second. Which is why when you see these other rehab programs, not going to point out any names, where all they do is strengthening exercises, slow strength and isos and all this other stuff, but they avoid plyos, they avoid energy storage and release, and they avoid sport. That is why you feel, oh my God, my knees are getting so good. And then you go and play basketball and your knees fucking hurt. Why? Because you didn't do the thing that causes pain. So I understood as soon as I go to jump again, it is probably going to cause some pain. But anyways, I said I was going to yap about knee pain, then I yapped about knee pain. Anyways, 20 days in is where I felt my best. Then it started to go downhill the last 10 days of the challenge. So the last video I posted when I was trying to dunk at the end of this 30-day challenge, I felt way worse than day 20. Like day 20 I felt like was my peak, and that is because I just spiked my load too much, which we all understand is a big no-no. So let's talk about my weight and my body fat percentage during the first month of me trying to achieve a 43-inch vertical jump. So this is January 1st, 2025. As you can see, 230.8 pounds, which says my weight is high. 32% body fat, which it says is extremely high, excellent on muscle mass. But then let me scroll quickly to the end of the month, January 31st. and we were 224.2 and then 31.4 for body fat. So we lost 0.6% in body fat, and we lost about 6 pounds total over 30 days. And this was on purpose. This was definitely on purpose. The reason why I am going slower with losing weight is actually, you're gonna be proud of me, I got a nutrition coach. Now, do I need a nutrition coach? Yes, I do need a nutrition coach, but not because I don't know what I'm doing with my nutrition. I need a nutrition coach for accountability, because left to my own devices, I will bask in my own adipose tissue and I will eat donuts until the cows come home. However, when I have a coach, someone to hold me accountable, which is actually a good friend of mine who is really brilliant. His name is Ty Miller. He was on episode 4, I believe, of my podcast, but he really understands nutrition well, and he is someone that I respect and someone who can hold me accountable. And this is actually the angle that I have to do my Spanish squats at, because this hurts my knee. So this is how low we have stooped. But in previous challenges, I've lost more weight. So when I did this back in January 2024, I think I lost about 20 pounds right away, and that would obviously increase my vertical jump more. I only lost 6 pounds in this first month, 0.6% body fat, and so I have that going for me because we have a long way to go. But the whole goal is I'm trying to lose weight as slowly as possible. I'm trying to eat as much as possible for recovery purposes, for muscle building, power, all the reasons why you would eat a lot of calories. But I'm trying to eat as much as possible while still losing some weight. So I am still in a deficit, but I'm not in a crazy deficit like sometimes I would put myself in previous challenges or times where I tried to increase my vertical, lose weight, and get back to training. So what I've done so far today is 3 sets of reverse dead mills for 2 minutes each, superset with 1 set of single leg knee extension hold, 1 set of Spanish squat hold, and then 1 set of lunge holds, each for 2 minutes. So the goal is to be able to hold this with my knee 1 inch from the ground. That would just hurt as of right now. Make sure that you do your weak leg first, always. And then after I do my 3 sets of isos, I'm actually going to do 2 more sets of single leg knee extension holds. But yeah, those are the isos that we have today. Then we're going to do some step downs. We have some eccentric focus squats. We have some hamstring curls, some single leg RDLs, some calf raises. I believe that's it. So my plan for this month is to do the first phase of my vertical jump secret system, and get to the point where I can pass the highest levels of all of those exercises. So some of the tougher ones are I have to be able to do a lunge hold for 2 minutes straight with my knee 1 inch from the ground, a Spanish squat at 90 degrees, 2 minutes straight. Those are tougher than you think. 10 pistol squats with absolutely 0 knee pain. A back squat with 70% of my body weight. That shouldn't be that hard. Drop jumps from a 30-inch box. That shouldn't be that hard. But yeah, those are the tough ones. But yeah, for this month, I'll probably be able to get there in a month. I don't think my knee is that far gone. But that is my goal for this month. It is rehab / prehab. Still going to be trying to get a PR on my sprints. Still going heavy on post-chain like RDLs, things like that. But yeah, that is my training plan this month. Oh! Actually, there is a little bit more of somewhat important news, important to me. I'm hitting 2 extra sets of these, but I'm only going to do 45 seconds, and I'm going to search for where I feel pain. So extend, extend, extend. There's pain. Stay right there. Isometric at that pain point. All right, now I have a 3-way step down series. So the 3 ways are a reverse step down, a front step down, and a side step down. 10 reps each in a row, so 30 reps total. This is the very lowest level. Level 1 is a 1-inch plate with body weight. So here we go. That didn't hurt at all, so what I'm going to do now is move to level 2, which is a 2-inch platform with 10% of my body weight. Always doing my weak leg first and then matching it on the strong leg. And this doesn't hurt either, so I'll probably go to the next level. But that's the whole goal, is do the highest level possible, which the levels are just essentially regressions and progressions of each exercise. But just do the highest level that you could do without pain, greater than a 3 out of 10. And that is why this is so good, because it makes it customized exactly to you. Like, everybody's at a different level. So this workout is going to be the exact amount of progress, the exact amount of stimulation on your body that you need to make the most gains possible. So I'm actually going to do my hamstring curls next for 3 sets of 10, as heavy as I can go, just because I don't have time to finish the rest of my workout here, and this is the only piece of equipment that I don't have at home. So I need to finish my workout at home, but I'm going to hit 3 sets of 10, heavy as possible. 100 pounds right now, could probably go heavier than this for sure. Get a little warm-up set, then I'll hit my 3 working sets. We'll go 120. We're not going to talk about the weight, guys. We're not going to talk about the weight, because everything that I do now is just way less than I was able to do before, and that's just where we are. So can't cry about it. Just got to work our way back up. Ooh. Or we could cry about it as we work our way back up. All right, so we're at home. I'm gonna finish the training session here in the garage. And what I have now is 5 sets of 10 reps of slow squats. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to squat down with most of the focus on my bad knee. Yes, on my bad knee. And wherever I feel pain, I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to come back up. And eventually, after these 50 reps, you know, by rep 30, 40, 50, I should be able to squat down a little bit further. But for right now, I feel pain about right there. So, yeah, not looking excellent, but we'll make it through. By the end of this month, you guys will see. I think I can actually get a dunk by the end of this month by being smart, right? Doing it the right way. But yeah, so this phase, let's talk about this month. This month is technically a volume phase. So what I'm going to do is obviously phase 1 of my secret system, but then also I am going to add in some mobility, maybe, you know, movement snacks, just a little bit of light mobility every single day, because I do have poor mobility, and it does play a big factor in knee pain. All right, that is set number 1. But yeah, things like poor ankle mobility, poor hip mobility, weak glutes, poor hamstring flexibility. All of these things are teeny tiny contributing factors to tendinopathy, right? And the more of them that you have, the more likely it is that you're going to get knee pain. Now for me, of course, the main cause was just spiking my load too much. I overloaded the capacity of the tendon. All of the tissue in your body has a certain capacity level, and if you overload the capacity of that tissue, it leads to pain. And if you do that over and over and over, it leads to not just tendonitis, not just tendinosis, tendinopathy. So degeneration of the tendons. But yeah, other than the added mobility work, I'm also going to be doing a lot of extra accessory work, auxiliary exercises like isolating the hip flexors, the glute medius, and get this, I'm actually going to be training upper body, which is crazy. And if you're asking why that's crazy, it's because I've skipped upper body for so long now. All I care about is lower body. All I care about is dunking a basketball. But I am now going to be working out. I'm going to be training with one of my friends in the evenings, hitting upper body. So you can see the trend here. I got a nutrition coach, which will hold me accountable for my nutrition. I got a workout partner, which will hold, and I told him, I'm not doing any lower body with you. I'm not doing any leg days. It's strictly upper body. I don't care if you want to hit a bro split. Like, I don't care if you want to train for power. I probably will still do a lot of, power, strength, athletic stuff for my upper body. But I was very clear, I'm not hitting any legs. I already hit that 3 times a week by myself and for these videos, which you're still gonna see. But yeah, that is the plan. We are technically in a volume phase. So getting our knees right, mobility, some isolation work, accessory work, and upper body work. Not adding in any cardio just yet. And yeah, we're eating right, so we're on our way up. And if you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's a lot. Yeah, this is a volume phase for me, technically. So I like to pack a lot of work, and it's not all high intensity, like mobility work, isolation exercises, auxiliary stuff, accessory work. It's not super intense. The upper body will, of course, be intense, but these volume phases are technically where I like to pack in all of my volume, of course, and where I really don't mind if my central nervous system is fatigued. I just want to get a lot of accumulation of work. And then in the back off phases, I will be jumping very high. And now what I'm going to do to finish off the workout is I was actually going to do barbell RDLs, but I'm going to do single leg RDLs instead. I have a 40-pound dumbbell. Haven't actually done these in a while, and I'm going to superset with my barbell calf raises on my makeshift slanted board. So here we go. I've never been a huge fan of barbell calf raises just because balance really is the limiting factor in a lot of the cases. Single leg RDLs, I haven't personally had that much of an issue with balance being the limiting factor. Now, obviously, you could do more weight if you did like an assisted single leg RDL where you held onto a bench or a bar or something. But calf raises, it's tough to balance, especially on a slanted board. Plus, this isn't even getting my ankle into full dorsiflexion. Kind of hate these, to be honest, which is why I always use a Smith machine at the high school or a standing calf raise machine, better yet. The beast is awake. One of the most life-changing things about him turning 6 months is that as soon as he turns 6 months, I refuse to hold the bottle for him anymore. I said, you're a grown man now. You have to feed yourself. Kara, stop. Move, move. And look, he got it. Voila. All right, so guys, that is it for the workout. And that is it for our plan for month 2. Phase 1 of the secret system, so rehab, prehab, getting back to max intensity on all exercises with 0 pain. We got a bunch of mobility work, accessory work, auxiliary exercises, isolation exercises, some core training. We got a bunch of stuff, and I'm probably not gonna show you, I might show you a little bit, but I'm not gonna show you every single workout that I do because that will get extremely repetitive. A lot of vertical jump training is the same stuff over and over and over, just progressive overloading. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, one of my online athletes sent me a picture of his 7-month-old son who couldn't walk yet, but he could hold him out in his hand, and he could stand by holding him in his hand. Let's see if we could do it. You ready? Ooh, here, come on. You ready? We gotta get our feet right. We gotta lock our legs out. You ready? Let's try it. You gotta be strong. Nope, can't bend your knees. Ready? Tell him. Show them. Say, we do this. We do this. Say, we do this. This is what we do. Let's give it one more try. Ready? Here we go. Move, Cairo. Here we go. Whoa. Yeah, we need a little more. We need a little more. Tell them we need some more practice. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.